In this video, we're going to cover basic functions and formulas in Google Sheets. I'm going to show you a couple of different ways to do this on each one of these examples. With most Google products, there's more than one way to accomplish a task. So you'll get to see a couple different versions here. The first one is sum. We're going to type in equals sum. If something auto pops up and that's right, you can go ahead and hit tab to accept it. And there it is. I can see my sum up here in my function window. And when I click on my function and my formula, it highlights the range that it's applying to. Let's do the same for average. This time, instead of typing it in, I'm going to come up here to the function option on my toolbar. I'm going to choose average, and then I'm going to select my range with my mouse. Press enter. This one, we're multiplying. I can either do equals and product and select the two, or I could also equals and put an asterisk in between each of these items, and that will accomplish the same task. To pull this formula all the way down to autofill, I can choose my little option box in the corner, see how I get a crosshair. I can click, hold, and drag all the way down, and that formula will carry itself down to the end. Google will automatically update the range, but you can double click in the box to see where the cells are highlighted if you want to double check. For this formula, we're doing quotient, so equals quotient. And in between my two cells, I'm going to add a comma and then close my parentheses, and that will do my division for me. If I want to adjust my decimal points, I can just use my toolbar option to pull those over to get a whole number. It'll automatically round based on regular rounding principles. Now for this particular formula, I don't want to drag it down. If I do that, this box here, this R18, which is this number, will automatically go to R19. So if I want this number, this cell, to remain the same while this one moves down with the autofill, I can add a money sign in between the column and the cell reference. And now when I pull this down, the 18 will stay the same and the main dividing will change. For this last example, we're going to calculate a few things. We're going to count the number of products we have. We're going to count highest revenue and lowest revenue, so min and max. So equals count. If I want to count the numeric values, then I would use count. If I want to count the written names, then I would do count A. So this one, I'm just going to do the values because we can reuse that same range over and over again. Count, highlight my range, close my parentheses, and press enter. So there's 23 items. Now I can use that same range again to do a min and a max. So we can do max, then we can do min.